Hello, Steven.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, man? You're on WSUC 90.5 FM, the Sports Word. I'm Robert Gum. Steven Somsky's here in the studio with you. Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem. Anytime.
Off to a great start this season. 5-1, 4-1 in the Empire 8 Conference, just coming off a great win against Alfred, 20-14. You guys actually got to take a knee to win this game as opposed to a last-second touchdown. How'd that feel?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely more relieving than coming out and playing a heart-wrenching game, but either way, this game was really close, and it was just great to end it with an offense on the field.
How do those close games, I mean, the game-winning touchdown you threw to Mannix against Heidelberg, you ran for the game winner against Utica, Jake Smith caught a touchdown pass from you versus Hartwick to win the game in overtime. How do these kind of wins, what do they say about your team and how you guys continually can get the job done week in and week out?
That we just come out every game and play to our best ability, and then just never stopping until the game's finally over, because you never know, it could go into overtime like it has in the past couple of games, or come down to the last second. And then we just got to play to the final whistle and then bring it all as a team together at the end.
What would you say is Cortland's biggest strength as a team this year, on either side of the ball?
I would probably just say like our athleticism, just the way like each kid plays, and just the way they're able to do each job individually. So just the way we all play together as a team that comes together helps us out tremendously.
You're having a heck of a season. You're 127 for 196 through 5 games. You've thrown for 16 touchdowns and only thrown 1 interception. I think my argument would be for the strong receiving core you guys have. I mean, you have kind of the three-headed attack of Mannix, Jake Smith, and Nick Wagner, who, I mean, you kind of have your pick. Who you want to throw to, it seems like you kind of can just impose your will out there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, definitely having those guys out there is a great choice and just helps me make my reads easier. But like I said, it starts with the O-line and the running backs, and how they set that game up for me is how they play, is how I play. So, do
you have any like specific, or like not specific, but pregame rituals that are like special to you before games?
Nothing really comes to mind special. Just like warming up, stretching, running on the field before a game, but nothing really too traditional comes out really.
So you transferred from Division I Stony Brook. You were the 2011 New York State Player of the Year at Sayville High School. Pretty impressive high school career, 6,407 yards and 73 touchdowns in your high school career. You didn't see any game action at Stony Brook, but you did play lacrosse for the Seawolves in 2013. Did you bring Nick Wagner with you here? He's also a Stony Brook transfer. Did you guys talk about that, or I mean, was it just so happened that you both transferred to Cortland?
I mean, it was kind of by coincidence, but like the day I visited here. He visited like the day after, and then we linked up. We texted each other, and we both were very excited that we both had interest in Cortland. And then next thing you know, we're both playing with each other on the field again.
Well, you guys have had some great chemistry. I mean, you've targeted he's had more receptions than any other receiver. You guys have connected 35 times. It's great to have that kind of chemistry coming into it. Where did you first hear about Cortland? Did you get recruited here, or did you just happen to stumble upon it in looking for another school?
No, I got recruited here once I left Stony Brook, and then coming out of high school, I also got recruited here. But when I took my visit, I just fell in love with it here, just like the family of the football team, the whole campus feel, and it just clicked right away.
So you guys sit at the top of the Empire 8 Conference, 4-1 in conference play. You got a couple big games coming up at home this Saturday versus Brockport. Then you go to Morrisville, and of course the Cortland game versus Ithaca. How much attention do you pay to these other teams during the week to see what they're doing and how you stack up in the conference?
It's not easy. I mean, we can't take any team lightly going into each game. As you can see, each game has been close, nail-biter every game. So we just got to come out, study the opponent, and take it one game at a time.
What did you notice from this team bouncing back after you had the loss after starting 5-0? What did that do for you guys? Did it motivate you to come back stronger against Alfred, or what did the loss do for you guys?
It just showed us not to hang our heads, and showed us that come out the next game even stronger and play like we're on top, like we're the number one.
What do you know about the Cortland game? Of course, it's the last game of the season versus Ithaca, a rich history here at Cortland. Does this game mean even more because it potentially could have playoff implications with them being in the same conference as us this season?
I mean, that game has always been a rivalry. I've never experienced it, but from what I've heard, it's always been a great rivalry. And either way, you got to treat it like another game, and can't get caught up. But it's going to be a good one.
All right, last question here. How are you guys going to prepare to go against Brockport this week? Any changes, anything to keep an eye on going into the game, or just going to take it like another game?
We're just going to come out and play our game, what we do best, and then, like I said, fight to that last whistle to the end of the game when that clock ticks out, and then leave it all out on the field.
Well, we thank you so much for coming on the show, Steven. It was great to have you on. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and, of course, go Red Dragons. We hope maybe to get you back on next Wednesday. We'll talk about the game this week versus Brockport if you're okay with that, but we thank you very much, and we wish you the best of luck this week.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good one. Oh, cool to hear from quarterback Steven Ferreria there.